Rightio, the four-wheel drive podcast is absolutely pissing down outside, and Jaden is just coming in because today, there he is. Real
Hello.
skeleton crew today, Jaden. Just you and I. You are hosting, producing, locking and opening the doors for us. What's going on, mate?
Mate, it is. Oh, it's grim areas over here at BackChat. There is no one here.
It's a real skeleton
Dan's
crew.
in Sydney. Scully's in Bali as of last night. Indy's got a half day today. So we are alone in the office. It's just you and me. We've got no one behind the desk.
Literally no one there. You are. If Jaden gets up, for those watching, you probably won't. You won't realise if you're just listening. But for those watching, if you see Jaden back and forth, he's just going over to check the decks, make sure we're all good. One thing that hasn't changed, mate, is that we're still Southern River Band with Let It Ride. We're still the Four Drive Podcast on Instagram.
Yep. And
all our
Ronnie
episodes
still
are
isn't
on
here.
BackChat. And Ronnie is. I haven't seen Ronnie in like a month. No. Over a month.
No, he gone walkabout. He came back last week.
Yeah,
had a great chat to him. That
was my mistake.
Where were you?
I was in Melbourne, but I was like I forgot to let you boys know that I couldn't do a Wednesday morning recording, but I could do a Thursday morning recording, but it was too late to let you know and get prepared, and that was my fault. It was a busy time.
It's all right, mate.
But
We've filled in enough for Ronnie. We can fill in for you, I think.
Ships in the night, Ronnie and I though.
Yeah, I know.
I think it might be this might be our fourth recording where you've been the constant, and either Ronnie or myself. I've only missed one. Ronnie's missed the other ones.
This might be the fifth, actually.
This is the fifth.
What did we do?
Has he missed his
So
fourth?
we did one.
How
and
many
we did
before you lose
Fire
your
to
job?
Fork. Yeah.
Oh, true. Oh, that was.
And then we did two others.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
No, I think. You're
Yeah,
right.
so
I
we
think
did
this
one
is
with
the
you
fifth.
and me, and then we did one with me and Ronnie,
And
now this one.
wow.
Ugh.
When does the paper just get slid across
pretty
the
soon.
table with the
Pretty soon.
With
Pretty
the-
soon for both of you, I
clear your
reckon.
desk out, mate? Hey, I missed one.
I'm joking, mate. Nah, you both have been good, and we couldn't do the show without you.
No,
I actually reckon we got
no,
more
to say
messages
that.
like, where's Duggo? Where's Liam? Than
Really?
we did for where's Ronnie. I think people just are like, oh yeah, Ronnie's away. Ronnie's
sense.
doing stuff. But people are like, where's Duggo? Liam, bring him back.
I appreciate the love.
I miss him.
Appreciate the love, people.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you're a good man.
he is though. He is out and about doing what the Full Drive podcast is about. He's actually out there camping, getting out, and he's 76.
He is.
Grenadier.
He is.
I had a listen to last week's episode. You both did a great job. Interesting to hear the update on the Grenadier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wonder. I was thinking, what happens with the Grenadier? The Ineos look to, or
What,
the
change
dealership
them?
look to? No, does the dealership look to sell that one as is? Because, hey, it's not a bad car.
Yeah, I mean, and used by Ronnie Dahl is probably a selling point for some people.
Oh, 100%. And that leads me to another question that you probably won't know the answer to. But say Ronnie was to think about selling his Troopy, how much do you reckon I could get that for?
Oh, I don't think he would sell it to a mate.
You don't reckon?
Nah.
Who said we're mates? I don't see him. I don't know. He could be off me, and I may.
You guys could be having the biggest beef of all time.
This
and
could
we're
be
just
the
keeping
biggest,
it quiet
the
from
biggest
everyone.
feud in the four-wheel drive industry. Not really. It would be big. It'd
Could
be
be.
big for me.
It'd be big for me as well. Yeah. What am I doing? I can't sit here forever, mate.
you're in the middle.
I can't sit here forever.
That is
just
funny.
can't.
We've got an update.
You'd probably get it for what? What do you reckon you get?
Oh,
for?
yeah. Actually, serious question. I was thinking about this last
Sorry,
night.
no, we didn't. We can.
No, it is a serious question. Because I don't know if he's selling it or. I was just wondering though. Like he loves this 76, so I'm like,
Yeah, he does. You could buy the Troopy because
could
he's
I
not
steal
using
the
it.
Troopy off him and for a. I just it's.
Would you buy it? Has that got your setup?
Look, that's the reason. It's not the ideal car for me, but like he's done the 4-seat conversion.
Yeah,
It's got a pop, like it's a
got the
unique
pop top.
car in its own way, and
It's still got the good
I
draw
know
system.
I know it's been looked after. Like I don't know what it did in its previous life, but since he's had it, I know it's been looked after. So I know he'll listen to this, and I just like if the first message I want him to send me after he hears this is just a figure.
Yeah, great.
But
Right,
I
if you
think-
listen to the episode, send a figure.
Yeah, that's
send a figure
to
through.
tell us that you've listened to this. I haven't made you wait very long to hear the code word, but send us a figure. Of
What is it? The first 6 minutes of the episode, and you're just like, "Hey, Ronnie, I'll buy your Troopy, mate."
You know what? This might be distracting. This monitor.
Oh yeah, because you're facing it.
Yeah, I'm facing it and I can see myself, but I can't really, like, I'm looking at the monitor, but it looks, I'm not looking at the camera, so it's trippy because I'm looking at the monitor, but not once am I looking at myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So if you look at that camera, if you look straight down the barrel,
am I in?
You're solo up there.
Top left? What about the middle one?
Middle one.
Where's that?
Middle.
Oh,
so
okay.
Top middle,
Hey,
and
that
then
makes
bottom left.
quite
Makes
a lot
sense,
of
doesn't it? Yeah. Good setup we got going on here today.
Should we get into the episode?
Yeah.
On the radar?
We've got a video from Ronnie. I've left my phone over there. Do you mind getting that up? Ronnie's sent us through a video of his escapade. So he's gone out. Do you want to just play that into the mic?
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
We'll little voice message update from Ronnie.
How are you, lads? Thanks again for picking up the slack while I'm out here driving on some random track. We just pick a track and then we just see where it goes. We're somewhere in the Goldfields. Not going to disclose where. Hey, don't look at that.
Oh, he ducked.
I'm going to keep an eye on the road here. So last night we got here in the dark and was it you, Hannah, that lit the fire last night? Yeah, it was. Yeah. So we had quite a bit going on. We had a camp oven, we had steaks on the coals, we had rice in the billy can. There was all kinds of stuff going on last night. Great night. We went to bed actually. We were constantly getting hit on the swags by grasshoppers. It was pretty wild. Pretty cool anyway. All right. Thanks again for picking up the slack, boys. See you on the other side.
So he's out camping with his daughters. So he's gone on a little family adventure, which is quite nice.
Holidays.
It's good for him. Like,
school holidays.
Yeah. They'll be ending this week.
Yep.
I think so.
And it's great that the family, obviously, the girls love camping and...
Yeah. Well, you listened to last week. Excuse me. He was saying they all have a different favourite car.
Yeah.
They're a bit like you in that sense. Like, just, they like this, they like that, they like this.
Yeah. Well, I think it's clear to say that Ronnie's favourite car at the moment is definitely the 76.
Oh, easily the 76.
You cannot get him out of that thing.
No. Yeah.
Which is so interesting to think about that time when we started even just considering.
Do you remember
the
the Sydney 4-wheel drive show on stage talking about the 2.8 litre?
I can't remember exactly what was said.
I'll play a little bit now for everyone listening.
Oh, you've got some. The new 70 series with the Hilux engine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So how many people in the audience own a 70 series? Is there anyone? There's a couple over there, yep. So with the 70 series being a V8 diesel and as a manual, they're now bringing out a 4-cylinder, 2.8 litre, this one here. The look's growing on me, actually, by the way.
It has?
I hate it to start with, but I actually don't mind it. It looks kind of classic. It's like the old classic Toyota.
Yep.
So they're putting in the 2.8 litre. They're putting in a 6-speed auto. Now, having had the Hilux version, the same, I'm guessing it's the exact same running gear. I put 33s on that, and I never got 6th gear ever again. So bye-bye 6th gear. So bye-bye fuel economy. So bigger tyres. I actually, before I decided to sell it, I was actually going to downgrade the tyre size again so I could get more drivability out of it. I mean, looks do matter to a degree, but that was just, that wasn't no good. So what I'm concerned about is this vehicle here. A lot of people put 33s, 35s on them. Is it going to be geared to hold that? And if it is, yeah, that'll be fine. So it might be okay on fuel, but given the shape of that thing, Hilux, Prado with that engine, they're very much more aerodynamic. With the 70, once you get to 90, above 90, you're just chewing the fuel, as you guys will know, right? Let's not even go there, about fuel. But imagine like the 2.8 litre, is that going to be able to be more fuel efficient? Maybe around town, but what if you start loading it up like this vehicle over here? You start putting all that stuff on it. Imagine a 79 with everything on it, and it's up to like 4 tonne, which a lot of 79s are. They are up to 4 tonne. I mean, they're over GVM, some of them under, but let's face it, they've got a lot of gear on them. Is that gearbox going to be able to handle it? And the reason why I question that is because a mate of mine, Harry from Fire to Fork, he blew up his, I think it was the front diff or something on his Prado. I know it's a different diff, but it couldn't handle the big build and towing a trailer.
It's interesting hearing the change in what he's gone through since hearing about it to owning one, testing it, and actually taking it through its.
And I like that he puts his hand up to say that he wasn't sure about it at the start, but now he's fully come around. And I don't know. I still am struggling to figure out, and now Chris might be able to explain this to us in a different way to what Ronnie's been able to explain it to us as well. Chris Woods with the new Troopy.
Yeah, with the new Troopy.
2.8 Troopy. But just like driving one of those cars that doesn't have the V8 engine in it, I still can't quite wrap my head around it. No. And I haven't owned one of those V8 vehicles like you do, but I just still, every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, that wouldn't be the 2.8 litre, would it? Like, I'm almost disappointed if it doesn't have
you're like,
a little bit of that grumble. I don't see the manual stick. Or,
you wind down the window and you can't hear it.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Anyway, I am sold on the vehicle because Ronnie is so sold.
Yeah, it is a bit of that.
I'm like, that is a good vehicle.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to drive that, but it's just like, it looks like it, but it's just not it. But like, Ronnie can come in next week, hopefully, and tell us everything that, like, just put it all to bed for me, because I think it's time that car is just now part of the Australian four-wheel drive classics.
Yeah, well, I mean, it will be, whether we like it or not.
Well,
the
engine is kind of thing, but anyway.
I like the look of the car, except for that front indicator lights. I don't like that, but like everything else I like.
What do they call them? Like the circle thing.
Yeah, or like the little square thing that like sticks out from it.
That protrudes quite a lot.
Not the headlights, but
gotcha.
Those what it reflectors or indicators or whatever it is.
Yeah,
don't really like that. But yeah, no, I agree. I remember when I didn't have the 76 when that was out of action with the gearbox. And it had been a while, and I remember just hearing I heard Rafa sent a video through of him starting his Troopy, and it made me just, in my heart, I felt so sad that I couldn't drive my V8, that I couldn't start it up and just hear the engine go, like the vroom. Oh, mate. It made me very, very sad that I couldn't do that. And I don't know if you're going to have the same feeling in the 2.8. I know it's a great car, but you're not going to be like, oh man, I really miss starting up my 2.8 litre.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Well, I don't know, but I know what you're saying. But maybe you just enjoy it because it's an auto. You get in there and you just take off and mosey on down the road. Like,
and you know it's a bit of a rig, I guess. Like, you know it can handle most things.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to these.
Let's go.
These 7 new 4-wheel drives, and you're making me rank.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm making you rank a few.
Rank 7.
Rank 7.
That's more than a few.
Rank 7. Yeah. Well, let's.
Am I doing? Is this like what we used to do, like a bit of a blind order?
It is. So you're going to do what we used to do. Yeah.
Bastard.
Yes. Okay. Would you? You ready?
Yeah, I'm born ready.
All right. So these are the new cars that are either out in 24 or coming out in 25.
Okay.
So some of them are already out. Some of them are coming out soon. We'll start 48 volt Hilux.
So you're not really giving me a great indication as to the range and variety of these vehicles. You've given me a Hilux.
It's a big variety. It's got utes, wagons. Like, I'll give you that much.
48 volt Hilux. It's the first one out. It's going to be a good car, I would have thought. Ronnie likes the sound of the 48 volt system. I'll put that in. I'm going to go 4th.
4th.
It's a good car, so it's like it can round out the top 4.
All right. Tank 500.
I think you're going to give me I think there'll be an electric one in here, so put that 6. I've got a feeling you'll give me an electric.
You never know, mate. You never know what's coming next. But the BYD Shark.
Yeah, go that 7, just for now. Hey, I'm open, but just for now. The BYD Shark.
You don't seem that open. You're putting it 7.
Oh, well. It's
rated pretty highly, that thing.
Everyone on this show knows how many cars I actually look at. So 7's not too bad. 7's up there.
No, 7's pretty good for you, yeah. But 7 is the end. Like, that's like, you can't put it further down than 7.
It's like, I can't, but it's like 7 an episode for me I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, give me something good. Come on.
I might switch up the order here. We'll go Toyota Prado.
New one, 250.
Yep, new
obviously.
Released soon.
Let's go 2.
2.
Yeah, let's go 2.
Oh.
Well, there's
okay.
only, what have we got, 4 left, so
Yep.
yeah, let's go 2.
Mitsubishi Triton.
5.
Okay.
I don't mind that. I don't mind where that is. I get my ute, so above the tank. Yep.
Kia Tasman.
Oh, you bastard. Far out. Purely because of the ad. 3. But obviously, it has to go at 3. It's not going 1.
Whoa.
Oh, what's 1 then? You stitch me up here.
Fuck.
The shocking list.
Ineos Grenadier Quartermaster.
Oh, yeah. 100% up the top and put it daylight between that and the Prado.
Wow.
That's
You happy with that list?
Happy with 1 and 2. Switch the Tasman, push the 48 volt up to 3, Triton up to 4. Tasman can go 5 into the tank, into the BYD. Sharky. I'm happy with the Quartermaster. Massive. That's huge.
That is-
Quartermaster up top.
Jeez.
Risky by me, leaving 1 till the end.
I know it is, but it's a good tactic because I usually go with the best last.
I didn't know that, but I
Yeah.
had to. It couldn't be the Kia Tasman, and it couldn't be the Triton or the Prado's not going to be my first choice.
Yeah, I think I was. Nah, it's
Quartermaster,
not a bad
you really-
list. You
is,
put
there,
the,
is there some grand surprise that I actually get one? Or what?
no, you don't actually get one.
Okay,
No.
spewing.
You can
That would've
if you
been
buy
great.
it with your own money.
Yeah,
but
okay, yeah, sweet.
not
No
from
worries.
us, mate. Sorry.
I'll just keep saving. Nah,
Yeah, that's not a bad list. Quartermaster's obviously number 1 car out of that list. I think Prado would probably be number 2.
I mean the 48 volt.
I would put the Kia Tasman last.
Would you?
Yeah,
What?
I don't have very high hopes for that.
You don't.
No.
Is it more because of the ad?
I like the ad, but I don't like
No,
the.
we didn't like the ad 'cause it was a
No, sorry, I
V8.
like the first ad,
The
original ad.
Sorry, yeah.
that sold us on it, but now I don't like the other
Yeah, they
ads.
took-
Those
they
are
took
just they
away
take,
from
feel
that,
like
didn't they,
they're
a
taking
little
the
bit?
piss of it, and they're spending a lot on marketing, which is great.
Yeah.
But I'd rather they spend
car, though,
a lot of
Kia.
time on the car.
Yeah.
Keen to see it, but I wouldn't be that excited for it.
And
I'd be more excited for the BYD Shark.
Yeah, okay.
To be honest.
And for our Triton community, I mean that the Triton is a good ute. It can be up there. It can be third. It can be higher than the 48 volt.
You don't have to make it up to Triton listeners, mate.
No,
you don't have to. Okay.
But they get a bad rap. There's some good Tritons. And there's some great people driving them.
Yeah, great people driving them, not a great car. I'm joking. No, they can be.
Ooh.
They can be a great car.
Yeah, you're
I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah, you're sucking up
Yeah,
some
yeah.
Tritons.
Backflipping. No, I don't mind a Triton, but I wouldn't. Yeah,
I'll tell you what is not going to feature a Triton is the car sales finds that I have
the car sales quiz.
uncovered.
Sponsored by Car Sales.
Sponsored by Car Sales. If you want a car and you want a sale, you know where to go. Car Sales, get it done, easy to navigate. If punters like me are spending 3 hours on there a night, you know the website is good.
Sell or buy.
Always buy, never sell.
Always buy, never sell.
Always buy, build a bigger shed, put more in, keep buying, build a bigger shed, more shit goes in. Never sell.
Never sell.
Unless someone's willing to pay overs. All right.
Okay, what do you got for me?
Car sales quiz. Ute between $30,000 and $50,000. Nothing over 150,000 kilometers. Diesel or petrol didn't matter. Bit of gear to it. The big one here is manual. Now,
Manual, yeah.
as I was but navigating through. Oh no, it's all good. As I was navigating through this quiz, these questions like these guidelines, when I sort of put in between $30,000 and $50,000, nothing over 150k, diesel or petrol. When I went from automatic and manual, Jaden's off. When I went from you just listen to me, all right? I'm talking to you.
I'm listening.
When I went from automatic and manual, automatic, there was about 26 or 28,000 available options. In manual, 2,000.
Really?
Yep.
It drops that much?
Yep. 2,000 in manual. And then for even one more, and then I don't think I'd clicked 4x4 yet. In a 4-wheel drive, 900. It was incredible.
So you lose a fair bit as soon as you put in a few
tell me
parameters. Oh, okay.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, talk to me, hey. Talk to me.
Wow.
Now, what I didn't find a lot of was Hiluxes for this price range because Toyota, they ask a little bit more. Not Toyota themselves, but
yeah, but when
people
you've got
reselling
a Toyota,
Toyotas.
Toyota tax.
So just cast your eyes over that. Now this is 50k, so this is at the top of the market. It's done 110,000 kilometres. It's the 2018 Ford Ranger XLT, pretty much the same as my car. Obviously a manual though. So it's got that 5-cylinder 3.2 litre turbo diesel engine. You want a bit of gear to it. This has got a bit of gear and some. You've got your winch, ARB bull bar, scrub bars, GME aerial, headlights there, bash plates, upgraded suspension, lift. It's got I'm pretty sure this one is could be the Dun & Watson. No, it's not. It is. It doesn't say what brand the canopy is, but it might be a sort of a custom, or like a smaller business type. But for a bit of gear and 50k and plenty of Ks left in this, in this ute.
It looks very clean.
How nice is that?
Wow.
Like that pops straight up at the top of the list because it's obviously $50,000. But for me, that is something else, that thing.
Tell you what, you won't find that on Gumtree, mate.
No.
Facebook Marketplace?
No.
Don't think so.
No. Now, I'm going to send another one. So did I say enough about that? I'm pretty sure the photos tell the story there.
That is kitted out. That is kitted out.
Just accept that one there, please, Jaden.
Thank you. How do I get over here?
Now, I know I'm a Ford Ranger fan, but I'm going to give you another Ford Ranger. This one, 118,000 kilometres. Now, this has the Dun & Watson tray and canopy. Yes. Same thing. Everything, dual battery system, black bull bar on this one, ARB, GME aerial the same, stainless steel snorkel, up top lights, solar panels on top mounted. Look at just the complete package. This one's $500 less. So $49,500. No, it's not.
Oh,
it's $1 less.
It's $1 less.
Hang on. Really? Oh, yeah, it is too.
$1 less.
That's smart, though, by them.
Yeah, very
Brings it
smart.
under that 50.
Yep.
And then you got $1 to spend on
air
freshener.
Well, not these days.
No, that'll get you the string for an air freshener. But I'm telling, if you like a Ford Ranger and you're in a Ford Ranger that you need an update,
oh, that's clever. I like that.
So they're two cars that I found straight off the bat that I was just like, they have to go in. They have got their manual, obviously, they've got a bit of gear to it. Now, they've got a lot of gear to it and still sit within our price range and our kilometres range.
Yeah, okay. So both 2018, both XLTs.
Yep.
PX Ford Rangers.
Yep, that's got a 2018. It's got a push start.
Yeah.
Is that? I wonder if that's
normal.
It's
what
an
is
XLT,
yours?
17.
17. You don't have a push start?
Nah. I wonder if that's a like an aftermarket change up. Interesting.
Interesting.
Are you pretty happy with them?
Yeah, mate. Those. Yeah.
All right.
I would be happy to cop either of those. The price isn't too bad.
Yeah,
especially for what you get.
I think for what you're getting there.
This is a Dun & Watson, is it?
This is Dun & Watson. Yeah. So that's like you look at the system in there. Like
yeah. Okay.
You pretty much, and these two previous sellers, they obviously look like they know what they're doing. Now I don't want to
electrical system.
I don't want to
in the rear. That is set up.
I don't want to speak ill of the Ford Ranger because I love them. I don't know everything about the manual gearbox though, and if they have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, if they have an issue.
It's probably not at 118 or 110,000 kilometres. I think it's a little bit further down the track, but there's ways to
something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, there's ways to obviously.
Okay, so the first photo of this SR5.
Yeah.
07.
Yep.
It's on a hoist.
Yeah.
That's the first photo we've got.
Yeah. I don't know.
Keeping the wheel nuts.
Wouldn't have been the first.
Well, if they're not driving it.
Wouldn't have been my first choice of a photo to start off with.
No.
But what it does do is it sort of highlights the travel in the suspension.
Yeah, it
Because-
does. Yep. Very good travel,
Yeah.
especially if you're not touching the ground.
Now, this is only $35,000. It's only done 81,000 kilometres. The 5-speed manual SR5 Hilux that we've all come to love, the N70. Now, this one, it doesn't have like any rundown from the seller.
Doesn't have many photos either.
But if you're looking at something a little bit cheaper, down towards the bottom end of the 30 grand, that 30 to 50k parameters, then this is something that I can just see. I can see a P plater just
Cruising in this.
I would say, let me put it as an apprentice tradie, like an apprentice chippy, say. He's in his third year. He left school in year 11, but he's got a bit of coin to his name now because he left school a bit earlier. And now he wants to go. Him and his mates are all thinking about going forward driving. He's 20. That's the car for you.
That's the car for him, yeah.
Don't you reckon?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anyone. You could be
anyone, but
car,
like this is that is a perfect.
So there's
because you can put your toolbox or your whatever else in the back
you got
as
lock
well.
up there as well.
I don't know what's inside that canopy.
That's our favourite type of canopy. That's a jack off canopy. So you can just leave. You can take that off, and then you've just got a real, hardcore wheeler.
Yeah, I love jack off.
Yeah, I do too. They are just the best.
Yeah, I like the King's set up on the top. Darch awning.
Yeah. So it's a bit of
King's rooftop.
it's a bitter. You know what I like? I like the bar on this car too. I don't know what bar that is, but I like that. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I do. Thanks for not asking. Now, I've got a few here. I think I might just give you one more.
All right.
Now, honourable mention to a 1976 FJ45 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Price?
Price is $40,000. It's only done 86,000 original Ks.
86,000 original Ks.
kilometres on the clock. Really nicely...
unused.
What's the word? Like restored. It's been restored. It's got sort of the wood flooring as the tray.
Ooh.
It's just a really clean ute. It's not going to get a go here because what I do want to show you is something up the other end of the scale. Now, there is a few here, so I'm apologies. People are probably tuned out, but I'm enjoying myself. Sending it through to Jaden now. So what we've got is...
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so something
The old
different.
Land Rover Defender.
Something for our exotic car lovers. Well, this is not exotic, but... I don't know why that came to mind.
It's exotic because it's not a Toyota or a
But
Nissan.
it's a 2010 Land Rover Defender. It's got the single cabs now. Jeff will be killing me here because I don't know what they're actually... It's a 109 Series 3.
Yep.
Defender. This Land Rover Defender 109 Series 3 has air conditioning,
What more could you ask
front
for?
power windows, power steering, and remote central locking. That's just obviously, a cut and copy. But
Would Jeff hate that?
would he hate my...
No, would
rundown?
he hate like air conditioning?
Oh, probably.
Electric
Yeah.
windows.
Yeah, probably. He'd probably hate a cover on the back of the
Yeah.
back of the tub. But for it's not that old. This car, it looks old, but it's not that old.
2010.
That's a beautiful home. That's at too. Wonder if that's on realestate.com. But yeah,
Sponsored by realestate.com.au.
it's done 138,000 Ks. But we know the Land Rover, they'll just go till the world blows up. So this thing, something different. 49 grand though. I'm not sure if I'm going there, but it was a pretty clean example of what you can get for a Land Rover 4. Again,
Yeah.
not much write up on it, but it looks like it's been used a bit. It may be.
Yeah, which is not
Maybe.
the worst thing.
Nah. Well, what are they built for? But anyway, that's my car sales quiz.
It doesn't have it's not kitted out too much.
It's not, but they're very capable as they are. Like,
Yeah.
there's some all-terrain tyres on it. They're albeit really small tyres, but that's the cool part. That's why I added it.
Yeah, this is
I was like,
the
imagine
seats in the back.
Yeah. Now I don't know if this is at all legal, but so don't.
You'd highly doubt it, right?
But I doubt they would be putting the photo up there if it wasn't. Like, I'd say this would be.
Could
all
be a
good.
farm car.
This might be how they come anyway. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that part intrigued me because it's like, imagine if you were on a farm and you got a couple of
Yeah.
kids and neighbouring farms and
Perfect car.
and you're taking the kids into footy on a Saturday morning.
49,300.
There's half the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, 49 grand. maybe come down a bit. But have a look at the shed in the background too.
I was looking
That's a
at
nice
it.
place.
Looking at
Anyway.
a lot of the background in this one and not a lot of the car. What do you call those seats? What are facing each other? The
bench seats.
troop seats? Bench seats?
Bench seats.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're the same
That's
as
cool.
the troopy. Can you please let me back into that?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
No, that's cool. What would you be picking out of those?
Oh, I'm
Those
going
four.
one of those Rangers. Just give me anyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I would be going the same thing. I would be
Would
going
you
the
want the
first
silver
Ranger.
or the white one?
Yeah, the white one.
I'll go the silver one then.
The white one tickled my fancy a lot. I like the canopy on the back,
Yeah.
the roof rack on the top.
See
You
what?
throw more stuff on it.
ETB, it says. It's in Vic, this car too. ETB. That's nice. It's a nice job.
1300-710-666.
Give
Give
him
them
a
a call
call.
for an elite canopy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
No, that's a good car
that's
sales,
what I've
mate.
got.
I enjoyed that.
Nah, well,
Couple
yeah.
of Rangers in there.
Took
I
a
was
bit of
expecting
time.
more Hiluxes, I think.
Not
But glad-
as many Hiluxes
Yeah.
in that price range. So for under 150,000 Ks, there must still be some Hiluxes getting up around, 50, 60. I don't know where they're sitting, but they're
Yeah.
like straight away the Rangers pop up. Plenty
Yeah.
of them. Not as many Hiluxes unless you're going back down to two. Like that Hilux, albeit 15 grand cheaper, was also 11 years older. So
Yeah, and not a lot of info on it either.
nah,
Either description or photos. It was kind of lacking a fair bit.
yeah, but for someone that knows what they're buying, like if you're in the market for a car like that can do that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
probably know enough by looking at it, and then you'd always call and do your background checks and
Always.
because it's still a big investment, $35,000 if you're going towards something like that. You want to make sure that everything's in working order and you've test driven it, or at least gotten someone to have a look over it and jumped in it for you if you're not in the same area. So
yeah, take your mechanic friend with you.
yeah,
Definitely.
who would you take if you?
My old man.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'll actually probably take your
Straight
old
away.
man too.
Yeah. Hit him up, mate. No worries at all. I'll give you his number.
Yeah.
Anytime you're looking at a car.
But you do need someone. I forgot to mention at the start. I had my first drive of a V6 Ranger, of the diesel. I haven't actually driven the
yes.
V6 Ranger yet. Like
Yep.
the new. They've been around for a couple of years now, so I've never actually found myself in the front seat of one.
Yeah.
They have been around a while now.
They have been.
So I've driven the Raptor, the petrol Raptor, the new model, the bi-turbo new model in the Ranger as well. But that was my first drive of the V6, Ranger.
And how'd you go?
Model. Beautiful. That was and I think driving my car is quite nice. Like I think
No, your car is quite
like
nice.
it's
to drive.
nice steering. Even though I've got the
Yep.
bigger tires and the lift and all that, like it still handles really well on road.
Yep.
This thing. So it was the Wild Track. So it's got some all-terrain tires on it, and no lift or anything like that. But I don't know what exactly Wild Track comes with stock, but lighter steering you could imagine for a big ute like that. The takeoff on it's incredible. Just like a really clean car. Like if I'd be Lauren, if she jumped in it, she would feel like she's just driving her, Tiguan.
Can we get Lauren on the phone to confirm this?
She did drive it, so I almost made her
cool.
have a go though. So yeah, so Dad's McInerney Ford, who great friends of ours, they have just lent Dad a Wild Track for a couple of days while he's here, just have a go because Dad's interested as well. And beautiful car. And so where does that leave me in terms of what I want to do? It's just I wouldn't have thought I'd go back to a Ranger, but I'd be like the way it drove, and I reckon they look awesome. I think they're the best looking ute at the moment.
Yeah.
Coming out, like the best new looking ute.
Yeah. I don't know.
Why? What do you reckon, Taylor?
I don't know. Hiluxes are just so classic looking.
Yeah, but not
They look really nice.
But they've all
maybe
updated
maybe
their
not
shape.
the new ones.
Yeah.
Nah. No, I would agree with you.
Nah,
I
there
would agree
are
with you.
some.
The
there are some
Rangers
really
do
nice.
look.
They're
do look
boxy.
the
They're probably
nicest.
boxier than the Hilux.
They're
but
big.
They do look big.
They're
yeah,
big.
they're heavy. They're a heavier car.
You go higher models, they get.
Yeah, they're a heavier car, but they've upped the engine to help out. with
To
that,
match
so.
it. It's good. No, they're good cars. I rate them.
Have you driven one?
No, other than yours, no.
Oh, mate.
No.
The new
But I
ones.
enjoyed driving yours. So
Yeah.
like before driving yours, I was like, Rangers.
Yeah.
But like, after driving yours and actually giving it a little
And
go.
Mine feels
good.
Mine feels a bit trucky now too, like with the tune and the exhaust, like it. I'll
And the
probably need to
canopy
get it
off?
remapped as well. Yeah, like it's all a bit out of whack probably, but this thing just as a stock standard car was next level. So, and now I'm just looking down the run sheet here, and it's like, what's got you most excited car wise coming up? And to be honest, nothing, because it just keeps confusing me more and more as to what I should do going forward. So,
Well, I was going to ask you, what do you think about the Ranger for a family car?
oh,
Because you're getting
perfect.
married in under a month.
Yeah. Whew.
You'll be looking down that direction soon, I guess.
Well, we've got
Eventually,
two,
like
we've got
within-
two family cars.
Yeah.
basically.
But like as a space car, as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
safety car, as that kind of
Oh, happy
thing,
as.
you'd happily get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
with young kids.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep. And that's the same for the Hilux or the Triton. Like, I'd be happy in a modern dual cab Ute. No worries. I think that would be perfect.
Yeah.
And you see plenty do it. There might be people out there that disagree and tell me to go a completely different direction, but I'm a big fan. So I don't know where it leaves me in terms of what I'm doing. I've got a lot of stuff going on, like that is asking for big dollars at the moment. So going to trying to find a Land Cruiser for 80 grand is just not really sitting too well.
Yeah, not on the books.
Yeah, the wallet's not happy with me. So
No.
there's a lot of stuff exiting at the moment, put it that way. And so I'm just going to be careful that I'm not, overdoing it. And
Yeah.
so that's why I'm still enjoying my car. It still does the trick for me. It's still a car that I get in and enjoy driving, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's
For sure. I think that's the main thing.
180,000 Ks of all of my own Ks. And I've seen you've had your car for a while now, but it's like, it's not common just to hold on to a car anymore. Like, with all the leasing and all that going on, you just upgrade every 4 years
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like almost like a badge of honor that I've had my car for 7 years.
Yeah, and to upgrade it along with you and like change along the way.
Yeah, and I've
It's
done a bit to it, and I've
bit of Ronnie.
Yeah, but
with
like
his 79 or his Trudy or his whatever.
But like there's probably a lot of our listeners, I would assume, are probably the same as us. Like, they've held onto their own car for quite a while.
Yeah.
But a lot of people I know don't. So I'm like, this thing's it's starting to become an older car.
Must be nice, mate, to just get rid of a car and get another one and just chop and change whatever
wouldn't
you
know.
want. No, we wouldn't know, mate.
But I do want a new car, but I'm also like, I'm happy in mine. So why would I?
Yeah,
Like, it just
why change?
It's purely for a change. So anyway,
Yeah, I guess I
just don't, like, I keep cutting you off, but you know how I scramble so much on this. Don't be surprised if I have a new car tomorrow. Don't be surprised if we're sitting here in 5 years' time and I'm still driving the Ranger and it looks completely different. It could be,
I'll tell you what, I don't think anyone will be surprised if that happens.
like, and there's also part of me like, Liam, don't, like, sell it now while you can. Like, don't drive until it blows up.
Yeah, that's
Then
actually
you
another
just-
good part, isn't
then
it?
you're
There's a
just
lot
left licking
going
your
on
wounds.
there.
Anyway, it's confusing. It's confusing.
We,
But you know what I felt?
but you enjoy the Ute.
I love it.
The Ute fits you.
Yeah, and I think it.
You don't
has-
need to change to a wagon.
Nah,
Or a Troopy.
the wagon interests me, but I don't know how a wagon looks when, say, I'd be interested to know, because if in the future, if there's kids for us in the future, we've got 2 dogs. If we want to go anywhere as a unit, and I've got a wagon, where I don't know where everyone goes. Like, if I get it, if I was to do it again, I'd get a Ute. That's preference, and I would get like a dog box. I get a designated spot for the dogs, because I'm assuming, like, I've got 2 dogs now. They're going to be around for a while longer as well.
Yeah.
I'd have space to put all the, I'd get probably a canopy as well to put the fridge and stuff in, and then I'd love a little bit of tray space for.
Yeah, a little
But I'm
bit
running out of tray spaces now.
just a box of clothes.
Like, how do people do it with a wagon? Like, if you've got,
I don't know.
if you've got 2 kids, and
2
a
dogs,
dog,
2 kids,
you can't
roof rack.
You can't, can you?
I mean, roof rack would be you just throw everything on the roof. Dogs
Yeah.
in the back, kids in the middle.
And you tow a trailer maybe.
Yeah, well, like I would have the middle seat between the two kids, have that, like, put some stuff up there, strap that down, put some stuff in the back. Two big dogs, it gets hard.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, we had a big bull mastiff, huge dog, and we tried to travel with him once in the back, and it's just becomes really difficult without having like a cage or anything up, because he just jumped over into the middle, got really excited.
Bull mastiff,
You do run out of space. You do, but you got to pack efficiently and effectively. Use your roof rack. Caravan, I think a lot of people would probably go to.
Yeah,
you can throw everything there.
That's the thing.
That would be the next step. But
I do love seeing how people set up their wagons, like especially the 76, because they're such a great tow vehicle, and they obviously a tried and tested car. But because even just for like the weekender when you don't want to tow anything, so like and you can say you can take the dogs to a farm or something like that. Like, anyway,
how do you do it? It's an interesting one.
Send in your setups. I'm worried about this red flashing thing.
I think it's fine.
Okay, no worries. You're the
I
guru.
think 0220, 2 hours 20. I think it's just flashing to tell me that it's running low.
One thing I do want to ask you is the new cars that we sort of spoke about on the market before. There's plenty others out there.
Yeah, plenty.
What
others.
for you interest you? Like, what is leading the charge in terms of interest? Maybe you're not going to look at buying it, but like if you had to pick one tomorrow to use for the next 3 years, like what's grabbing your attention?
Pick one to buy.
Yeah, so say you had to buy a car tomorrow, right at this very moment, what is that car? What's leading the charge?
Out of the ones that we've got, or just
just
ones?
Anything out there at the moment.
I've got 3, I guess. BYD Shark.
Really?
Just because of that new hybrid. Like I know hybrid has been around for a while, but it's the new style of hybrid that it's going to with the dual electric motors and all that kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. That is quite interesting to me, especially with the ability to power. to power everything when you're camping.
I sort of
just run a whole bunch of stuff off it.
Yeah,
that's cool. The 2.8 litre. I know that's a bit older now, and it's probably, if it's not on the list, let me know. Like if it's not in that list that you're thinking of, I'll take it off.
They're all in the list.
And honestly, just the Prado for the look of it. I had one more because the Y63 is really interesting to me as well. The Y63 is probably top 2 for me.
You're starting to sound a lot like me.
Yeah.
Ask for one and give you 4.
I know. I'll give you another 4 if you want, but the Y63.
Really? Okay. Yeah, good.
The new engine on it, especially with what we know about like how it's a similar engine to the GTR, so it'll still have a lot of power.
Yeah.
The levels that they've got coming out of it, like the figures that they've got on torque and power, it's more powerful than the Y62 with its V8. Granted, it won't sound as good, but and it might not perform as good in the long run. But
that's probably where we're going. Just
it is interesting
industry.
To me.
Yeah.
Y62, if I had to buy a car, Y63, so if I had to buy a car tomorrow, I'd buy that one.
Would ya?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I would.
Cool.
Just for something different.
Good answer.
Just for something different. I love Toyotas, but it's a lot of the same kind of stuff. I would go just for something different.
I enjoyed seeing the process of you give me 4 cars to get to one. If you could have just done that at the start, it would have been... anyway.
Yeah, we're a podcast, mate. We got to keep talking and talking and talking and talking until everyone's sick of us. What would you do?
I enjoyed that. I think the most if it was tomorrow and I had to, so I'm just gonna disclaimer. I'm gonna stay away from a Land Cruiser because they always interest me. We know that. Yeah. The Grenadier, the Quartermaster. That's number 1 on the list before, which I didn't know was obviously going to be there. But that car I could see myself being in for a good while.
Yep.
And I reckon I've got that Norweld one in my head, the Norweld trade.
Yeah, the Norweld one, yeah.
That, and that's for sale on car sales for $154,000, I think, which is big money. But the Grenadier Quartermaster is the most intriguing car to me at the moment. Having driven the Grenadier station wagon, I think they call it, or the normal Grenadier But the Quartermaster is the one for me at the moment that I could go bang tomorrow. No, I'm in a pretty good car and have a lot of fun in for the next 10 years.
Yeah, it's up there for me as well. It's another one that I didn't add to the list.
Not in your top
I didn't put it
Was
there.
it fifth? Was it sixth?
I thought it was too boring, mate.
Yeah, no,
but if you want to be boring, go for it.
Well, no.
Just,
Have you seen a
I'm
Quartermaster
going
on
to
the
go for a
road yet?
Y63, which is just not boring.
Have you seen a Quartermaster?
No, I
on the road
haven't.
yet?
Oh yeah, no, I have.
You have?
Yeah,
You've seen a Ute on the road.
I sent it through the photo. I sent through that photo. Oh, okay.
I would have
thanks for looking at all my messages, mate. No, I really appreciate it. No, you're a good man.
No, look at the conversation just flows.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Yep. No, thanks, mate. It's been good. Been very good.
Oh, geez, it's a long way back too.
Yeah, it's a long way back.
Sorry, mate.
No, it's fine, mate. You're obviously a busy guy. A lot going on. Actually, might not be in this chat. Might be in a different chat.
Didn't even send it to me. All right. No, I'm happy with that.
No,
I'm buying a Grenadier tomorrow and you're buying a Y63.
Yeah.
When are they available?
That's a good question. Let's Google it. You're going to have to keep talking, mate. We are a podcast. Keep going.
I don't have to do anything.
Oh, jeez.
Just make them wait in silence. I'm not joking. No, the Y63, it's a cool car.
Late 2026.
Oh, shit. Right. Oh, geez.
So, actually, I won't be buying that tomorrow.
Oh, well, you can get a Grenadier for
I'll
the
get
next
a
2 years.
Quartermaster.
What about a 300? Why do we not rate 300s?
No, I do.
You do.
We
Ronnie
both
does.
do.
Everyone does.
We all do.
We just never talk
it's
about
just
them.
mate, it's boring.
Oh.
No, it's boring talking about Land Cruisers all the time. It's like, oh, man, what car are you going to get?
That's
A
on
Land
me.
Cruiser.
That's on me.
Nah, it's not on you. It's just like, mate, I own a Land Cruiser. Ronnie owns a Land Cruiser.
Oh, rub it in.
Well, you don't own a Land Cruiser.
Ford Cruiser.
You got a Ford Cruiser. So, we've been there, mate. We've done that.
Well, yeah.
They
Why don't we all chip in and buy a Quartermaster? Between the three of us.
Oh, yeah. How much money do you think I get paid, mate?
I don't know. Well, you're the only one working, so probably should be getting a bit today.
Should be getting a bit more.
Get 5 wages today.
You know what? I'm in. Mind you, Ronnie said that before he got the Grenadier, he was like, I will leave it. I think I might try and leave it with Duggo. Did he leave it with you at all? Did you get a...
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
But
didn't think
in
so.
saying that, that's pretty risky.
It is pretty risky.
You're going to take a
I
sip.
think he knew. Anyway, I think that's probably a good spot to end. We got to skip the fire pit because you've got to run.
Yep.
Wow. Big sip. Good water bottle there, mate?
I've actually got to run.
You do.
That was
You
good
do have
body.
to run.
Did you
You've
make
got
that?
training. Yeah. You've got to
Oh, you
run.
didn't
No,
make
I
that.
didn't.
Oh, you didn't make that. That was very good. Clever. I can do... Have we got any fire pit questions?
A couple for Ronnie.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Why don't you fire one if you've got it there my way?
You know what? I'll fire one your way. No, that's very specific, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie.
Literally. Here, I'll ask this one.
All right.
You might be able to answer this one. Nathan Pawelski.
Yep.
Hope I've said that right, mate. Hey, lads, well done on the... Excuse you.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
Sorry, mate. I wanted to see if you said it
No,
right.
you... Yeah, knowing me, I probably haven't. Morton. Hey, lads, well done on the podcast. Question for Ronnie, Duggo. How does all the camera gear set up in the car affect your driving, and does it take some time to get used to?
Oh, yeah, on the dash and stuff. Yeah.
Not just the dash, but also like in the back. I
Like
assume,
all these gear
all
that
the
you-
storage
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
How does that affect you? Because you've got some camera gear now.
Yeah, I've got a camera. I don't take it though, and I don't put it on the dash and film myself. No, well, we drove the Grenadier that time when we took it, and it's in your face. It's like right there.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
assuming I don't know how to answer that for you, Nathan, but for like getting into the car for the first time with that stuff, it was like, whoa, this is like
Yeah.
right there in your face, blocking a lot of it's not blocking a lot of your view, but to me at the start it feels like it did.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm
right.
sure it doesn't for like people that have them set up constantly because they're so small, right?
I didn't notice it too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
It sits below the rearview mirror.
was that? Did you hear that? Jesus.
Oh, it's my boots.
Huh?
It's my boots. It's the rubbing of the boots.
Oh, shit. Yeah. It's pretty wild outside. I thought the joint might be coming down.
What does this podcast come to?
But no, I didn't like, it didn't affect too much, but it was like eye-catching at the start. But Ronnie probably very used to it. And
it doesn't take up too much space.
it doesn't, no. Well, you're a camera guy, so you probably know a bit more. But what
I don't drive around with a camera in my car.
no, but you've done that stuff. Like, look at Outback Nomads, mate.
Yeah.
You're ready.
Thanks, mate.
You're ready for the shot.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
But I will say that if listen to Harry, the episode with Harry, and he talks about how, I suppose, how much detail Ronnie goes into with his shots and the angles and how many cameras he may have set up at any one time. So that's a good insight into how hard Ronnie works on getting the right shot and the right angles and all that sort of thing. So he does have probably a lot of camera gear, I'm assuming.
Definitely has a lot of camera gear, and the setup could be annoying, but it wouldn't affect his driving too much.
Yeah.
If at all.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not Ronnie, Nathan.
Yeah. Unlucky, Nathan. Your question would ask the Duggo. Maybe we'll ask it next time he's in.
Yeah, we'll just
Maybe.
ask Ronnie.
I don't know.
We'll just ask
Maybe.
Ronnie. It's a good question, actually.
It is a good question.
I find that part.
I would say it doesn't affect him too much.
No.
It wouldn't affect your driving too much. It's in the middle of your screen, and it kind of is at the very bottom of your dash as well. So you're not missing too much. The only thing you're missing is a little bit of the hood.
Then they've got...
Bless you.
Thank you. Then they've got like all the... Then the maps are there, though, like the Garmin's there. So there is a bit there.
There's a fair bit going on, as there is a lot.
I was going to say something there, but now I forget. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
Is that it? That's us.
Well,
done.
I mean, we can ask another question if you want.
How long we've
you've
been?
got to run.
Oh,
That's
we've been enough.
52 minutes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Probably bored everyone enough.
Probably.
Ronnie is... We are all coming back together soon.
Yep.
It's happening. It's just been the way that everyone's schedules have worked out.
Yes. Oh, fuck. That's the other thing. We are going on... We're being forced to take a break.
Yeah.
18th of October.
Yeah.
We're being forced to take a break. You're forcing us to take a break, Duggo. Unfortunately.
Oh, I'm not. I could have gone through.
Due to your wedding. So we'll be off air for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we will be back, and we will have done some cool shit because we've got some trips.
Yeah.
Some overnighters, some cool stuff planned with some cool people. So we will be back.
But we've still got
18th of November
will end.
weeks. We'll be back towards the end of November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a couple more.
We do
episodes to
have
do
a couple more episodes.
in between.
Yeah.
But then,
We're on the 2nd of October at the moment. This will come out
on the 4th.
On the 4th. So we've got another 2 episodes left after this one.
And that'll be 72 episodes down without a spell.
Without a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a forced break.
Yeah, the bosses are made.
But it'll be we'll come back big. We'll
refreshed,
come back strong.
new ideas.
Refreshed. Ronnie will be here 100% of the time, finally.
If we still got in.
Yeah, hopefully we do.
Anyway, we are, but 2 more good weeks before we... And then hopefully we're all back together next week.
Exactly.
Is Ronnie around?
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah,
so we should be all in next week.
Yeah, cool. That'd be good to reunite.
Cool.
Might bring a cake.
Would love that.
Just a
Are you allowed to
reunion.
eat cake?
Yeah, of course I am. I'm running. All right.
Okay.
Are we winding that up?
Yeah.
You're going to hit the tune, or am I just going to let this go?
No,
you'll layer that in.
I'll layer it in.
Right. Thanks again, mate.
No, thank you.
You have been.
And thanks for listening.
No, you have held us up for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So
I haven't done too much, but yeah, thank you.
Ronnie, you have not.
You got time for a quick Patreon chat as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Hang around, Patreon.
Great. You want to do a quick chat about some Eagles stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Righto. Full Drive Podcast, music by the Southern River Band, Let It Ride. The Full Drive Podcast on Instagram. All episodes over on BackChat's YouTube. Patrons, stick around. Thank you for your support. Merch, voice messages, backchatstudios.com.au/pages/the 4-Wheel Drive Podcast. Please keep the messages coming. Please. We'd love to hear your voice.